Hi everyone, in this video I want to talk a little bit about finding the greatest common factor if you're given multiple terms with variables. So in this first example we have 12v to the fourth, 8v, and 28v to the fourth as well. Okay, so what's nice here is these all have the same variable. Okay, they have different exponents on them, but they have the same variable. So on this one, I'm gonna go through all of the steps that you may want to do if you get stuck on one of these. The more you do these, the easier it's going to be to actually pick up on what is going on here without having to do all of these steps. But while you're getting used to it, it might be a good idea to go through each of the steps that I'm going to provide here. The first thing we want to do is we want to look at all of the numerical values. So we're going to look at 12, 8, and 28, and we're going to write all of the factors of each of these. So factors of 12. So our factors of 12 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. Okay? So our factors of 8 are going to be 1, 2, 4, and 8. And our factors of 28 are going to be 1, 2, 4, 7, 14, and 28. And the idea here is we're going to see if we can find the greatest one that all of these have in common. So these all have a 4 in common. That's the largest value. They all have a 1, they all have a 2, and they all have a 4, but they don't have anything larger than 4 in common. So we're going to say that 4 is going to be part of our solution. Okay, and then let's look at the variable terms. We have v to the fourth, v, and then v to the fourth. So v to the fourth, we have v times v times v times v, and then v gives us just v. So the greatest common factor here is just one instance of v. And if we, so because of that, we're going to write a v over here as part of our final answer. Okay, so with that, that is going to be our final answer. 4v is going to be the greatest common factor. So let's take a look at this one. Here we have 10x to the fifth, u to the fourth, and 4x squared, y to the sixth, u to the fourth. Okay, so let's look at our factors of 10. So here we're going to have 1, 2, 5, and 10. And then 4, it's going to give us 1, 2, and 4. So our greatest common numerical value is going to be 2. So we're going to write that over here. Okay, so here we have x is going to be next. They both have x terms in common. So if we have x to the fifth, that's going to give us x times x times x times x times x. And then we have x squared. It's going to give us x times x. So we're going to be able to remove two x's here. So two x's, x times x, that's going to give us x squared. Okay, and let's look at the u term here. They both have u in common, and they're both u to the fourth. So if you ever see that they both have the same numerical or variable factor involved, here we have u to the fourth in each of these, we can actually just go ahead and remove that. We don't have to write down the factors there. As long as they both have that in common, you can remove the whole thing. Okay, and then here we have y to the sixth. And the thing is, only one of them has a y term at all. Okay, and that's this term here. Okay, so because of this y to the sixth, it only is only a part of 4x squared y to the sixth u to the fourth, and it's not part of 10x to the fifth u to the fourth. We're not going to include that as something that we can factor out. So our final answer is going to be 2x squared u to the fourth. Okay, let's look at this one. Here we have 12v to the fourth, y to the seventh, and 9w to the eighth, v to the third, y to the sixth. So we'll start with our numerical values. So factors of 12, we know are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. And then we have 9. That's going to give us 1, 3, and 9. Okay? So our factors of 9 are 1, 3, and 9. So the largest numerical value we have is 3. So we know that 3 is going to be a part of our answer. okay? And then let's look at our v term here. Here we have v to the fourth. So we have v to the fourth. That gives us v times v times v times v. And we also have v to the third. That's going to give us v times v times v. So we can remove 3 instances of v here. So that's going to give us v to the third. Okay. And let's look at this y term here. Y to the 7th, and we have y to the 6th. So hopefully we can see the idea here is that you're going to be able to pull out the term with the smaller exponent. So here we have y to the 7th, y to the 6th. So we can go ahead and pull out y to the 6th. If we were to write each of those out as y times y times y and so on, you would see that they have 6 y's in common, so we can pull out y to the 6th. But once again, here we see w to the 8th for our term on the right, and we don't have any w terms on the left, so we're going to leave that one alone. And our final answer is going to be 3v to the third, y to the 6th.